Namaste. I'm Professor Dr. Pramod Kiraga, Professor of Food Technology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. This is session number 2, and the course is Dairy Engineering, BTech FBT 6th semester. Today's session is physiochemical properties of milk. Means physical properties, and then chemical properties, and then I would also like to throw light on microbiological properties. Before I go ahead and start telling you about these properties, let me spend a minute or two why we should study these physical, biochemical, chemical, microbiological properties of milk. What is the need? क्या होगा अगर हम इनको नहीं पढ़ेंगे और क्यों हम इनको पढ़ें? So yes, we need to study the physical properties, we need to study the chemical properties because we have to design the various dairy equipments. And in all these equipments, we perform various unit operations. For example, heat transfer, heat conductivity, viscosity, density, flow behavior, and so forth, so on. So I need to study these properties in order to design properly various processing or dairy processing equipments. And then we also need to study these properties for the determination of various components. For example, specific gravity, for example, to estimate solid not fat, for example, to find out how much water is added, and to find out what will be the chemical behavior of my product, what will be the physical change in my product if I will put it in to various processing parameters, to various processing changes. And it is important also to know the to study the microbiological properties, because the preservation life is handling of any food product, not only the milk, is directly related with the microbiological property of that food product. So that is in nutshell the need that we need to study these properties. Now, what is these properties? So first, let me discuss the basic properties, the physical state of the milk. Emulsion. What the milk is actually? Milk is emulsion, and it is emulsion of fat in water. So milk is an emulsion of fat in water, and similarly butter is an emulsion of water in fat, and the solute, which is known as dispersed phase, and the solvent is known as continuous phase. तो सोल्यूट जो भी सॉलिड होता है, सोलवेंट जो भी लिक्विड होता है, ठीक है ना, तो जो सोल्यूट होगा उसको हम बोलेंगे डिस्पर्स फेज, और जो सॉल्यूशन होगा, जो सोलवेंट होगा, उसको बोलेंगे कंटिन्यूअस फेज. सो मिल्क क्या है? असली बात करते हैं. रियल थिंग इज दैट milk is nothing but it is an emulsion of fat in water. Now colloidal solution की अगर मैं बात करूं, so colloidal solution is when matter exists in a state of division in between a true solution, for example, which is sugar in water, and a suspension which is chalk in water. So एक तो sugar है water के अंदर, एक chalk है water के अंदर. So the characteristic of a colloid are small particle size, electrical change, and affinity of the particles for water molecules. In milk, the whey proteins are in colloidal solution. मिल्क में अगर बात करूं तो वे प्रोटीन्स जो होंगे वो इन colloidal solution में होंगे, and casein proteins are also in the colloidal solution. So it was something little bit about the colloidal solution, and emulsion I already told. So next, let me tell you about the physicochemical properties. अब मुद्दे की बात पर आते हैं कि कौन कौन सी हैं. Which are those properties? थोड़ा सा मैंने आपको कोलोइडल के बारे में बताया, थोड़ा सा एमल्शन के बारे में बताया, थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड बताया. तो जो फिजियोकेमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वो है से कलर्स एंड अपीयरेंस, टेस्ट है, स्मेल है, डेंसिटी इज देयर, स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी ऑफ मिल्क, acid base equilibrium is there, freezing point is there, viscosity is there, refractive index is there, surface tension is there, and electrical conductivity, which is very important, is there. Adhesiveness of milk is there. Cream rising is there. Foaming is there. So in nutshell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 physicochemical properties are there of the milk, and we will discuss them one by one, some one in detail, some in short. So let me just first discuss about the color and appearance. Optical properties provide the basis for many rapid indirect methods of analysis, such as proximate analysis. And if I talk about the refractive index, so refractive index is something which tells about the normally it is determined at 20 degree with the D line of the sodium spectrum, and refractive index of the milk is 1.3440 to 1.3485 and can be used to estimate the total solids available in that milk. So that was the refractive index property, and then next comes some of the characteristic. Milk is opaque in nature. It is not transparent, let me tell you. And the opacity of the milk is due to its content of suspended particles of fat, protein, and minerals. जो fat, protein और minerals के particle हैं, they are suspending in a suspending state, and that leads to the opacity of the milk. And the milk is a liquid of yellow white color, and if pass it through the homogenization, become then just white. And cow milk is yellow in nature, whereas buffalo milk, whereas sheep, goat, other milk are especially white in color. So why the cow milk is yellow in color? It is because of the pigmentation, and there is a pigment known as keratin, which is available in the cow milk. So cow milk is yellow in the color. And in case of buffalo milk, if I talk, the change is complete, and the buffalo milk is white in nature because there is no keratin kind of pigment is available there. So that was about the property color. And if we talk about the next property, taste. So how milk tastes? Can anyone tell me? Because it's not an interactive, you are not in front of me, but still I can assume that you all are sitting in front of me. Let me tell you, if someone says that milk has no taste, no, milk is slightly sweet in taste. If you are not adding any sugar to it and you drink milk, you will realize it when you get the aftertaste. It is slightly sweet in taste, and this is due to the presence of lactose. मिल्क के अंदर तो ऑलरेडी लैक्टोज है, जिसको कि मिल्क शुगर कहते हैं. सो इसकी वजह से जो है मिल्क थोड़ा सा वो क्या होता है, is a slightly sweet in taste, and the sweet taste of lactose is balanced against the salty taste of the chloride in the milk. मिल्क में क्लोराइड भी होगा और वो क्लोराइड की वजह से थोड़ा साल्टी होगा, और लैक्टोज की वजह से वो स्वीट होगा, तो दोनों बैलेंस हो जाते हैं. फिर भी कहीं ना कहीं वो एक आफ्टर टेस्ट स्वीट वाला आपको छोड़ के जाएगा. So मैं कह सकता हूँ, I can say and I am firm that milk tastes slightly sweet. The sweetness होती है milk के अंदर. Smell, if I talk about the smell, which is the next property, so milk has got a characteristic odor of its own, which is drawn from the udder. तो मिल्क का अपना एक करेक्टरिस्टिक ऑर्डर है जो कि अडर से हम उसको ड्रॉ करते हैं. अडर कहते हैं थन, जहां से ये दूध निकलते हैं. तो इसकी अपनी एक करेक्टरिस्टिक स्मेल होती है. एंड फ्रेशली ड्रॉन मिल्क हैज ए काउई ऑर्डर. जो फ्रेशली ड्रॉन मिल्क है उसके अंदर एक काउई ऑर्डर होगी, which disappears when kept exposed for the some time. और जब हम इसको रख देंगे तो थोड़ी देर के रखने के बाद ये यहाँ से डिसअपियर हो जाएगी. तो और दूसरा, another thing is that what you are feeding to the milking animal, that is more important. in time of winter months, when we fed more and more green mustard to these buffaloes and buffaloes and cows, and after 3-4 days you start milking them, drinking their milk, then you will figure out that there is a smell of mustard kind of smell comes from the milk. So it is very, very directly related what we are feeding to these buffalo and cows. Sometime the same smell starts coming from the milk of these milking animals. But in most of the cases, in general, we can say yes, there is a uddery smell, cowy smell, which also disappears if you keep it open at normal temperature for a while. So that was about the taste and smell. Next is density of the milk. Density is defined as an object's mass divided by its volume. Density is equal to mass divided by volume, and it depends on the temperature of the object. So the composition of the material, what is dispersed in what is suspended in what, and whether the object contains air or not. So the density, of the milk and milk product, it is very important, and it can be used for converting volume into mass and to estimate the solid content, and to calculate other physical properties, for example, kinematic, viscosity, etc. So density is a important criteria, and the milk density varies within the range of 1027 to 1033 किलोग्राम पर मीटर क्यूब at 20 डिग्री सेल्सियस. 1027 से और 1033 1027 to 1033 kg per meter cube at 20 degree Celsius. This varies. And then comes the specific gravity. Specific gravity of a liquid is a dimension-less unit defined as the ratio of density of the liquid to the density of the water at a specific temperature. जब density होगी किसी particular liquid की, मैं उसका ratio निकालूंगा density of water से particular temperature पे, then it is known as specific gravity of the milk. And the milk specific gravity, actually, to use the density of water is at highest 1000 kilogram per meter cube, or 62.4 pound per feet cube. So it is to be measured at 4 degree. So that was the specific gravity of the milk. And then comes the pH. The pH of the milk is higher. It is more toward alkaline side, and outside of the cow, then inside the cow, due to loss of carbon dioxide to the air. So the pH of milk is never determined immediately after milking. We determine it after a while. And so that was about the pH of the milk, and the pH is determined after processing the milk to assure that lactic acid is being produced at the desired rate by added microorganisms during the preparation of cheese and fermented milk. So overall, I can say that the pH of the milk is higher, and it is towards alkaline side. Then comes the acidity. Acidity of the milk is also an important criteria, and milk is amphoteric in reaction, which turns blue litmus to red and red litmus to blue. So the acidity of the milk is of two types. If I go further, okay, apparent or natural acidity, and another is real acidity or developed acidity. So these are the two types of the acidity, staturable acidity of the milk. And the boiling point, milk is slightly heavier than the water because it has solute in it. So boiling point of the liquid is influenced by the presence of solute. So we can say milk boils at a temperature slightly higher than the water. We all know pure water boils at 100 degree. But if some solutes are in there, then it's gonna be, it will be boiling at a little bit higher temperature, and the milk boils at 100.17 degrees Celsius. So that is the boiling point. And similarly, the freezing point is lower than the freezing point of the water. All right. So milk freezes at minus 0.55 degrees Celsius to minus 0.56 degrees Celsius. So ये आपका freezing point था. And then comes the your next viscosity. It is the resistance to flow, which is measured by using a viscometer. the friction between the inner layers of a liquid, that is known as viscosity, and it is an important property, and it is measured with the help of a viscometer, and milk is 1.5 to 1.7 times more viscous than the water because it has a lot of other stuff in it. So that was the viscosity. Then comes the refractive index. Milk refractive index is 1.35. For water it is 1.33. Water का मुकाबले सबको थोड़ा ज़्यादा का है क्योंकि because it has solute in it. And then comes the surface tension. So compared with water, the surface tension of the milk is low. Milk has low surface tension as compared to the water, and the decrease the surface tension decreases with increase in the temperature. As we increase the temperature, surface tension of the milk decreases. So I told about this refractive index and the surface tension. And then comes the electrical conductivity. And consider it is considered a possible index of mastitis infection, added water, added neutralizes, means of controlling solid concentration, and etc. And the specific conductance of milk reflects it concentrated and activity ions and is of the order of 0.005 Siemens at 25 degrees Celsius. Itna iska hamara, this is the electrical conductivity value of the milk. And adhesiveness of the milk, a piece of paper moistened with milk sticks to a flat surface of wood, glass, or metal, and this is known as adhesiveness of the milk. So milk is adhesive in nature. You can measure it also later on. And forming, milk has the property of formation on agitation. If you agitate the milk, it will form the foam. This is the one property of the milk. And form is due to why it is happening. It is due to the formation of physical phase in which air becomes incorporated in the milk, and thin layers of milk separating the air bubbles from one another, and the foam is there. So that is the property of the of the forming. And that was all about these physiochemical properties of the milk. So I told approximately, I told about exactly about 16 physicochemical properties of the milk. And I'm sure that you would have gone through these during the lectures. And if there is any question, you can ask me. And that was all about physicochemical properties of the milk. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.